As you start working more with After Effects, you're going to discover that working with layers plays a huge role in creating a successful project. You'll also discover that there are different types of layers, which we'll get to in future videos. Right now, we're just going to focus on the basics and the interface portion of the layer panel. So first, your layers are located right down here. You can see right now I only have one layer, and that is the video itself, right here. If I click on the drop-down arrow next to this video, you can see I have different properties that I can alter. And again, these are things we'll touch on in a later video, but just note this is where you can gain access to different properties of your layers. In order to add a layer to the timeline, all you have to do is drag and drop. So we can come up here to our project bin, click on this video, and drag it down, release, and now we have a second layer on the timeline. You can also create additional layers by going up to Layer, New, and choosing a layer that you want. Now again, all these layers have different functions, and we'll be touching on how to use some of these in a later video. Down here, you have the ability to hide layers. So let's say you have one layer over another. Let me just take this and move it out like that. So if we click on the eyeball on the upper layer, it's going to hide it. You can see now we have the second layer, which I offset on screen. If I click it again, we'll bring that first layer back into view. Layers work in a hierarchy. The layers on top of the list are the ones you'll see first. You can also mute layers, so let's say they have audio. You can simply click on these to mute them, similar to the mute button in the preview panel. You can also solo tracks. So if I were to click on the solo button right here for the bottom layer, you can see it hides that first layer and brings in the second. Now, this is kind of like the hide and show button, except you don't have to go through and hide a bunch of layers if you just want to focus on one. So you can just click that and it will just show that one, and when you're done, click it again to bring everything back into view. You can also lock your layers. So right here, we can click to lock. So now I can't move this layer. If I click and drag, you can see nothing is happening. I won't be able to alter it in any way either. This can be useful, again, if you don't want to accidentally alter a layer and you want to keep it stationary for the time being. Let me just click that to bring it back. Finally, you can change your label colors for your layers. So I can click on this, and I could set this particular layer to, let's say, sandstone. You can see now it changes the label as well as the label on the timeline right here. You can see our timeline indicator is now sandstone color. So if I were to go down here, click, I could choose orange. You can see it changes it to orange in addition to the selection area as well. And as you can see, we have many different buttons here pertaining to your layers. They all do different things, and we'll be focusing on some of those later. Right now, I just wanted to give you a basic rundown of the layers panel and how you can interact with them.